folks. So today I'm going to just give a little tutorial on how to do a pose I just learned the name of called Formidable Face Pose. um, it's a fun pose, and it's actually really great if you love a vinyasa flow class. It's kind of fun to throw into some vinyasas. It is definitely a challenging arm balance. It requires a lot of shoulder strength and a lot of core strength, especially in the back, because it is a little bit of a back bend as well as an arm balance. So stay with me. I'm going to give you a couple of different steps to get there. And remember, your long-term goal should really be to just enjoy your life and challenge yourself appropriately. But if your long-term goal is Formidable Face Pose, remember that you are somewhere on the path. Whether you're there yet or not, you're somewhere. So let's find first hands and knees, or tabletop pose. And plant hands underneath the shoulders, knees under each hip. And let's first just do some cat and cows to really get the spine warmed up. Inhale, let the belly sink. Lift the tailbone, lift the chin. Squeeze the shoulder blades back toward the hips, toward each other. Exhale, tuck the chin, round the spine, letting the tailbone curl under. Feeling the shoulder blades separate. Ooh, this feels good. Inhale, belly drops. Tailbone and chin lift. Spread the collarbones wide. Exhale, tuck and round. Let's do this with breath. Inhale, finding cow pose, surrendering the belly. Exhale, rounding into cat, feeling the heart open in the back. Inhale, belly softens. Exhale, round, belly button in. One more time through. Inhale. And exhale. Coming to a neutral spine. Gaze is slightly forward beyond the tip of your nose. Make sure your palms are spread, not their entire way to be spread, but they're not touching fingers either. So a mid-level spread between the fingers. Press into the ball joints of your fingers, especially the thumb, a pad of the thumb. Inhale, let's extend the right leg back. So toes flex toward the floor. Let's keep the back of the body working. And now lift the right leg up as much as you can. So you might find a little bit of extension in the back, feeling the belly surrender a little bit. And as you exhale, round the spine, bring the knee into nose. Inhale, extend it back. Surrendering the belly just a little bit, lift the chin. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, extend right leg back and up, lift the chin. Exhale, final knee to nose. Inhale, extend, and exhale, knee comes down. So this really is just getting your body used to that feeling of being lifted up toward the ceiling and a little bit of a back bend. The left leg extends back this time, finding balance. And then from there, press into the hands, spread the collarbones, which just means squeeze the shoulder blades back and down. Lift the chin and lift that left leg as much as you can. Thinking pressing back to the heel and lifting up. Exhale, round the spine, knee to nose. Inhale, extend back and up. Exhale, knee to nose. Again, inhale, feel the back muscles. Notice what they're doing to create this lift and arch. And then exhale, knee to nose. Final time, just extend the leg back. And exhale, knee comes down. Shift back into child's pose. Give your wrists a break if they're starting to bother you at all. Maybe you come up to the pads of the fingers to alleviate pressure on the wrists. Child's pose is great because it gives us a nice long neutral spine in between work. So now, the next phase of this is a pose that I haven't been able to find in this name, but it's been called by my teachers sunburst. So it's similar to what we just did, but you'll see one knee gets lifted. So come into your hands and knees pose. Now I want you to bend the elbows. Make sure that as you bend, your elbows are going straight back. They're not splaying out to the sides, so that when you bend your elbows, they're hugging so close into the ribs, it's almost like you're putting your body entirely onto your elbows. They're squeezing in tight. We're going to use those. So from here, you're going to bring your left knee in the center line of your body, still in line with the hips. Inhale, right leg reaches back. Now as you exhale, you're going to lean slightly forward and start to bend your elbows. Your chin may come close to the ground, but it's not touching the ground so much that you're resting weight. So here actually might be a great place to stay. If you can, look slightly forward. You may tuck your left toes under and lift the left knee. And breathe here. Come back down, hands and knees. So already, you're feeling a lot of work in your deltoids, the triceps are working, your bicep, everything. Everything's working. So let's try the other side. Again, finding a place that works for you here. This time, let's bring right knee midline of the body, still in line with the hips. Inhale the left leg back. Finding stability here. Now as you exhale, shift slightly forward. Begin to bend the elbows and lift the left leg up. So that left leg is not just floating, it's really lifting up. The elbows are squeezing into the body. Maybe your right toes tuck, and you lift up on the knee. And when you're ready, come back down. Let's shift back into child's pose. Maybe bringing up onto the finger pads again. Maybe your shoulders are feeling it, so you're reaching the arms back behind you to rest. Just finding a few breaths. Any of the poses or anything that we've done so far is a place for you to work. Okay, this is a challenging pose, so take your time at each level. Really master each bit, feeling the back body working, feeling the shoulders working before moving forward. Don't ever injure yourself just to try to get something. Believe me, it's not worth it. So, from here, we're going to come into that sunburst, which is what you just did. And then from there, we'll try lifting into the formidable face pose. Let's bring left knee under the body, and right leg up behind you. You're going to shift forward and begin to bend the elbows. Right leg lifts up. If you aren't ready to lift that knee, go ahead. And then begin to lift the other leg to meet the right. So this is a huge squeeze in the back body. And at no time was my chin bearing any weight. It's a lot easier to talk when I'm not in formidable face pose. But as you are floating up into that, it's not so much a kick over, like you might think of if you're new to handstand, we try to kick over. It's not a kick over. In fact, you're gonna really hurt your back if you try to kick over. What you wanna think about is if you are able to get to the part where you are here, think about lifting up with this leg. Up, 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 not over, up, pulling up, feeling the back body, pulling upward. That energetic presence and lifting is really what's going to get you into formidable face pose. So let's try the other side. The right knee is in the center of your mat. Make sure your elbows bend straight back. Check in with that. You may have to turn the thumbs slightly forward. If you're like this, you may have to shift so that your thumbs are a little more forward to get the elbows to bend straight back. From there, elbows under the shoulders, pressing firmly into the arms, straighten and tighten through the shoulders. Inhale, left leg lifts. Shift slightly forward as you exhale, bend the elbows. Lift up with that left leg. Here's a really good place to be. Shoulders are away from the ears. Tuck your right toes under if you're ready. Think up. And come back down. So you will feel immediate awesomeness in your back, hopefully, if you're doing it safely. You'll feel some awesomeness in your back, and it's going to be sore, and that is so good. It is a back bend. It is an inversion. And if you're curious on how to use this in your vinyasas, go ahead and come to downward facing dog if you want to do this with me, or you can watch and then try it yourself. So if you shift back in your vinyasa and you find a three-legged dog, I find shortening my stance helps because that gets the knee to where it would have been had I come at this from hands and knees. So from three-legged dog, you're going to exhale and shift forward. Remember this was the place to be. Finding formidable face, and then coming down to upward facing dog and downward facing dog. Let's try the left side just for good measure. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, shifting forward, bend the elbows. Switch kick. Inhaling to upward dog. And exhaling, downward facing dog. So, I have been practicing arm balances a ton, and I love them. They are something that I incorporate into almost every practice that I do, which means that I've been doing them for a long time in my yoga life. So, this is not something that came quickly, and it took a lot of work. So please, please, please remember to honor your body. And maybe today you were at hands and knees lifting a leg behind you and practicing bending the elbows to feel the shoulders still pulling down and back and creating a nice stable base for your formidable face pose. If you ever have questions, let me know. Thank you so much.